The views expressed on this program are not necessarily the views of Lexington Community Radio or its board of directors. The views expressed are solely those of the programmers.
You are listening to Off the Cuff. Now, here's your host, Adam Banks.
Welcome, everybody, to Off the Cuff. I am Adam Banks, coming at you live from Lexington, Kentucky. Thank you for listening to the show, and thank you for tuning in to WLXU 93.9 FM. In addition to listening to us on the radio, you can check out our Facebook live stream at Off the Cuff with Adam Banks, or you could stream the show live from the station website at MediaLex.us to listen to us from anywhere in the entire world. I am broadcasting from the WLXU studios here at Radio Lex on North Limestone. It is February the 12th, 2026, 4:01 to be exact. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just a few days removed from Super Bowl 60. I feel like that was a Super Bowl that nobody was talking about, and it did not live up to any of the minor hype that it had. Final score, Seattle Seahawks 29. They defeated the New England Patriots 13. And it was a very underwhelming game. It was a very underwhelming halftime show. Not really a fan of it. I have seen better. People were asking me, Adam, what did you think of the halftime show? And, you know, before you answer that, you get a little nervous because you automatically think people are going to group you in one category or the other. Did you watch the halftime for the NFL, or did you watch the halftime for Turning Point USA? I didn't watch any of them. I thought they both, I watched both. I watched the Super Bowl one live. Terrible. I watched the Turning Point on YouTube. Also terrible. Not a fan of that. The commercials, not really a big fan of the commercials that were on the television. I remember one commercial that I liked. It was a Lay's potato chips commercial, and they appealed to my emotions, and it got me all emotional. But other than that, folks, the Super Bowl was very underwhelming, so we're not even going to spend any more time talking about it other than what I just did, because today, folks, we have a very special episode, because in the studio I have Sami Riggs and Chris Lackey, who are both parody singers, and they are both big sports fans. Sami Riggs comes from Dry Ridge, Kentucky. She is a big fan of the Cincinnati Bengals. Chris Lackey, from right here in Lexington, is a big University of Kentucky fan. And I have brought in a co-host, Renee Cobb, who has been on the show before, that will co-host today's episode with me. And we are going to listen to Sami and Chris play live on the air parody songs written specifically about the Cincinnati Bengals and the University of Kentucky. If you don't know what a parody song is when you take a normal song that's out there on the radio, out there in real life, and you make a parody of it. You take the sound of that song, the same sound, the same tone of the song, but you just change the lyrics into whatever topic you want to talk about. And specifically, Sami will be singing about the Bengals, and Chris Lackey will be singing about the University of Kentucky. And the great funny thing about parodies are they're fun. They are fun things to listen to. You guys might remember famous parody singers out there like Cletus T. Judd. I'm drawing a blank on more parody singers, but there's people out there like Cletus D. Judd who would take country songs and make parodies out of them. I used to love the song If Shania Was Mine. He would take Shania Twain's Any Man of Mine song, and he would turn it into his own parody where he would change the lyrics, keep the same music, but he would change the lyrics and would sing If Shania Was Mine. So that was just an example of a parody singer, and both Sami and Chris are here with us today to sing their songs. Sami singing about the Cincinnati Bengals, and Chris Lackey singing about the University of Kentucky. So Renee Cobb, as I said, was here with me. So without any further ado, Renee, go ahead and take it away.
She is a singer-songwriter from Dry Ridge, Kentucky, whose music blends front porch country, the soulful honesty of folk, and the infectious hooks of early 2000s pop punk. Rooted in the heart of Appalachia, her sound is shaped by the rolling hills of her home state and the raw emotional grit of the music she grew up on. Her debut EP, Backwoods Bound, which is the song that opened this episode of Overtones Live, is now available on streaming platforms. And this 3-song collection has been produced by Noah Smith. And by the way, Warren and I love Noah Smith, and brought to life with the help of close friends and collaborators. She's also crafted a voice that's unmistakably her own, equal parts heartfelt storyteller and fearless performer. And with her genre-bending tracks, she invites listeners into a world that feels both timeless and strikingly personal. And we are going to accept her invitation to bend some genres in this genius parody songwriting, a type of genius that has collected a lot of followers around the world, especially during the Cincinnati Bengals football season. Let's give it up for Sami Riggs.
Woo! And our next guest is realtor, manager, songwriter, and husband from Somerset, Kentucky, and now lives in Richmond, serving Central Kentucky. He loves to entertain and help people through some of life's most challenging moments. He's also the guitarist and lead singer of the band State Law, which has been nominated for a variety of awards, including Best Rock Band and Rock Album of the Year. He is a big fan of comedy and has enjoyed writing a number of parodies, especially ones about Mark Pope and the Kentucky Wildcats. He has an album called Loose Threads, which is in its final stages of production and will be released in the first quarter of 2026. After that, Chris plans to lean into comedy and focus on writing silly songs to create some joy and humor in our chaotic world. Please give a round of applause for Chris Lackey.
Okay, Adam, we have these two face-to-face, and Sami and Chris, we can't tell you how thrilled we are to have you on this show today. We're going to get started with our round 1 parody challenge, and this one is by special request from Warren and I. Both of you have done an interesting take on Leonard Cohen's overperformed cover song of Hallelujah. We have Chris's titled White and Blue Ya, and Sami's is titled Who Dey To Ya. So, Sami, ladies first, what was your inspiration behind this one when it was written?
Well, on that fateful day, Joe Burrow walked into practice after being gone for many months while he was nursing his toe. And, you know, everyone knew I'd been writing songs to recap the games, but I just really felt like they needed a song that, you know, just fit that emotion of seeing Joe Burrow back out there practicing.
Yeah. Everybody was holding their breath for that.
And,
Yes.
I mean, what better song than Hallelujah?
I love it. So, here is Sami Riggs with Who Dey Luya.
Yes.
All right, I got it wrong the first
That's
time.
okay.
So, Who Dey Luya. Let's give it up for Sami Riggs, everybody.
He walked in through the revolving door, number 9 in his uniform. You didn't believe in miracles, now do ya? If his toe is fixed, then I'm convinced a healing crystal can mend the defense. By Thanksgiving, we could say Who Dey To Ya. Who Dey Luya. Who Dey Luya. Who Dey Luya. Who Dey Luya. Thank you.
That was fantastic. Now, Chris, what was your inspiration or moment in history when you wrote this song?
Well, came onto the parody scene a couple of years ago when we first signed Mark Pope, and there was a lot of hype and excitement about it. and I hadn't done many UK parodies since then, but I felt that the winds had sort of changed, and it was time to write a little more downcast UK parody about the way the season was going.
I feel like you did a really good job kind of being the voice of everybody in BBN because it was in the forefront of everybody's mind. We hadn't had a new coach in 15 years.
Oh, yeah.
So it was good. Here is Chris Lackey with White and Blue Ya.
Yeah. Well, I heard we got a brand new coach. He's big and tall and called Mark Pope. I heard he used to coach at BYU. Well, it goes like this. We're 4th, we're 5th, next we're unranked. The fans are pissed. He went and turned our team into a loser. White and blue, yeah. White and blue, yeah. White and blue, yeah. White and blue, yeah. Well, our hopes were high and we had recruits. They busted out the denim suits. But now our fans are calling for a kuya. And we're in a position where we lose at home, we're sucking air, we play like crap. I think our coach is through ya. White and blue, ya. White and blue, ya. White and blue, yeah. White and blue, yeah. And then after that, we went and beat Mississippi State by like 30 points. So I had to write an optimistic verse, which I call White and Blue, ya, Part 2, ya. And it goes like this. Well, clearly, I've been wrong before. We took those dogs and mopped the floor. We just might stand a chance with LSU, yeah. And though things were bad at the very start, at least we've got some time till March, when bracket makers always try to screw ya. White and blue, yeah. White and blue, yeah. White and blue, yeah. White and blue, yeah. Stand it right there. That's enough instrumental.
How
parts.
incredibly cool. Let's keep going, but before round 2, let me ask each of you, by your own definition or description, what is a parody song? And also, who have been your inspirations, and what is your favorite one of all time? Sami, we will start with you. How do you define a parody? And talk about some of your inspirations, and what do you have a favorite parody of all time?
So a parody to me as a songwriter is, it's a song that's already been written. Mm-hmm. There's a melody, right? But you're taking the theme of that song and you're flipping it on its head. Mm-hmm. You're making it into something completely different. So you're basically retrofitting this song to be about what you want it to be about, whether it's UK, whether it's the Bengals. And it actually is a lot of hard work. I don't know about you, Chris, but we write original music too. Mm-hmm. So I could spend a couple hours writing an original song, but I'm going to tell you, there's days where I write a parody and sometimes I get stuck. Right. Sometimes they come out really quick, and sometimes it's like, when I know I've been recapping the games right after the games, so that kind of puts a little pressure on you. But as far as inspiration, I mean, I grew up with Weird Al, too. But honestly, I think my inspiration for a lot of parodies has been my mom, because I remember when I was a kid and we'd be cleaning around the house and she's turning a song into a song about cleaning. You know, it could have been Mariah Carey for all I remember.
Yeah.
And I think that's where I kind of picked it up from.
Oh, yeah.
That is hilarious. I'm curious though. Does a parody have to be a comedy, or can it be a serious, maybe an angry, or does it have to be comedy?
I think that the comedy, it's just kind of a thing that happens when
With
you're
it.
expecting the song to be the way you know it,
Yeah.
and then it's about something else. Like there's inherently some comedy in that. But you could certainly make them serious. You could make them educational. You know, you could make them marketing, and kind of like I do with the Arby's stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's whatever you want it to be about. But like she said, the parody is just taking a song that most people already are going to know and recognize and changing what it's about. And I feel like if you can keep a few of the lines of the original song in there to lull people into that sense of knowing what's coming, and then you throw that twist in at them, I think that's a lot of times that's what gets the laugh.
So, Chris, what's your favorite? Do you have a favorite one of all time?
All-time favorite is Amish Paradise by Weird Al. Hands down. I can still sing most of it. I had that whole album memorized when I was a kid and it came out. I thought it was phenomenal. But yeah, between Weird Al and Adam Sandler, actually, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I remember listening
There's
to his
another good
album
one.
and being like, I didn't know you could just write a silly song about Thanksgiving and it doesn't have to be all serious, you know.
So cool. So, Sami, we're going to start with you next. What is the next song that you're going to sing for us?
I don't even know if I titled this song. It's about Jamar Chase spitting
Yes.
on Ramsey.
And what is it to the tune of?
I think I called it Spitgate.
Yes,
But
Spitgate.
it's to the tune of Tipsy by Shabuzi.
Let's give it up for Sami Riggs, everyone.
These Bengals don't like Pittsburgh. We've been telling you all along. AFC North rivalry that just keeps going on. 1 and 5 started cursing because a mouthpiece fell off. Knew we'd have some problems cause we weren't in the jungle. Once push comes to shove, the officials can't ignore. But he wanted another round, we know that for sure. 2 punches and a tangle, Ramsey was out the door. But they hit record. Someone should have tried to hold back Cincy. You know we and the Steelers got a history. Now he's no longer known for the gritty. Everybody saw Jamar Chase spitting. Everybody saw Jamar Chase spitting. Everybody saw Jamar Chase spitting. The spit heard around the world.
So, Chris, what's the next one that you're going to sing for us?
The next one that I'm going to do is a Tyler Childers song called Follow You to Arby's.
And what was your inspiration for this song?
Well, if you look into his music and you look really closely, like read between the lines, you'll notice that all of his songs are set up to be about roast and meats and Arby's. And he hides it right behind the surface for you. You got to dig just a little bit and scratch it and you'll see that you got White House roast, you got roast on the grindstone, you got all yorn, which is about the meats. But yeah, he really tees you up. And so this one just presented itself to me and I just took the opportunity.
Let's give it up for Chris Lackey, everyone.
Woohoo!
Back before these Christmas hams and all this pork, we used to sit under the hats of the sign there at our Arby's, drinking shakes and getting fat. We almost got diabetes. We were cleaning all our plates telling people we were big boned. 'Cause at the table we drank Jamocha shakes. So I will follow you to Arby's for some desserts and roast. Their food's the best, and I'm a foodie. I get bored at home, and can you give me a large soda? I will need it with my fries. Back when all the stores were frying cheese sticks and onion rings, I can taste that salted caramel. Their cookies are one of my favorite things. So I will follow you to Arby's for some desserts and roast. Their food's the best, and I'm a foodie. I get bored at home, and can you give me a large soda? I will need it with my fries. So I will follow you to Arby's, 'cause I've gotta have some more. This one in town stays pretty busy. It's my favorite store, and can you give me a large soda? I will need it with my fries, 'cause they're really good. Well, there we go.
I tell you, I got hungry.
I have actually had one of their coffee things. Do they still have those? Like a coffee.
The Jamocha shake?
Jamocha.
Oh yeah. That's how we almost got diabetes.
Yes.
Great work, everyone. For you that are tuning in, we have two really great Kentucky singer-songwriters in the studio today who, aside from their musical careers, have a little fun on the side with their parody work. And this has led them to a lot of followers on social media. And Sami, you are angry, elated, miserable, and hopeful NFL season. So tell us a little bit about what that aspect of your musical life has been like.
That's a really great way to describe this season. So it kind of started off with me posting a parody of Jolene, but it was called Joe B. And that kind of just took off. And I did that right before a regular season game. And then after that, it was kind of like I set a precedence that I was going to recap every game. And so I'm highly motivated already because I love the Bengals, but with the way the season turned out, you know, many of the games were misery. Mm-hmm. And so, but I had people that, you know, every week they're telling me, you're singing my feelings, you're singing my feelings. And so I was like, okay, I got to do this, you know? And so that really pushed me to, I had no choice but to write a song every week. And so I did it. And somehow, some way, every week I watched that game. I took notes. What happened during the game? What am I feeling? What song could I use that's going to really just describe what I'm feeling? And I just kind of let that lead me in the direction of how I wrote the songs.
And the Bengals wouldn't put us out of our misery early. I mean, they would keep us in the game and then lose in the end, which is the worst thing that you can do for us. It's like, just go ahead and put us out of our misery quickly. But
yeah,
they'd hang in there.
You need to have just enough hope that it really hurts.
Yeah, they'd hang in there. Yeah.
And so, I mean, being the fan that I am, I really a lot of these songs, I mean, yeah, you poke fun and stuff, but some of them were really how I was feeling. I mean, the one, I went to the Freezer Bowl. I was there at that game when we literally had a goose egg to the Ravens. And I was so sad as a fan. And so I went home and I wrote the parody to Hurt by Johnny Cash. And I freaking meant that. I meant every word of that. That was how I was feeling.
And I just want to say that I know Warren and I have really enjoyed. I just came across one of your videos one day after one of the Bengals losses, and probably because I post a lot about the Bengals, but it has really been kind of fun to just, okay, now we got to see what Sami says
What's
about
she gonna
this.
say?
I like that you've said that you do it like every week and that you've kind of put that pressure on you. However, it's so important, I think, for your followers and your algorithm and then what people come to expect. And would you say that that's a really great strategy about the way that you do your social media posts?
I do. I think so. I mean, anytime if you want to call yourself an influencer, whatever you are, if you're sharing a message with people on social media, you have to be consistent. Because if you're not, then you're going to go away fast. Someone's going to replace you. Chris is going to freaking replace me over here. If I don't post a video and he's like, I'm going to be posting the...
I would
not really. But there's plenty to go around. People are... But I definitely did notice when it was a Sunday game and I posted right after, those videos almost seemed to do better than if we had a Thursday night game and I posted the video on a Friday.
Great point.
Right after the game.
Yes.
Yeah, got to get, because that's when people are the most emotional.
Yes, exactly. So you hone in on that, like, okay, this matters to them right now. I have to get this message out to them.
Well, I've coined these weekends the Blue Day, Who Day weekends. With got the Saturday
that.
football, and then you got the Sunday football. So that's my thing.
The Blue Day, Who Day. All right, Chris, what about you? We have all, as UK fans, we've experienced almost an identical range of feelings and emotions around the 25-26 football and basketball seasons. What do you feel like parody music does for the sports fan's soul during these times?
I think it kind of helps to drag them through some of those tough times. When you're really frustrated with the coach or you're really disappointed after a game. For one, someone's relating to you. They're sharing that emotion, and it gives you that connection of, well, I'm not the only person that feels this way. And then if you can laugh about it and make light of it, I mean, comedy is kind of the way that I get myself through life. I'm always making jokes at inappropriate times, just because that's the way that I process grief and trauma. Is to just make light of it, make a joke about it, and move on.
What have you experienced through dropping reels on the UK sports roller coaster ride we've been on this past year?
It's been pretty good overall. It's always kind of funny to me which ones really land and take off, but they've all honestly done pretty well. I think all of my best videos, besides the Morgan Wallen parody, are UK-related stuff. But the one I did about when Leitner wasn't trying, that's Live Like You Were Dying, and I rewrote those lyrics to talk about when Leitner hit that shot and I started crying when I was a little kid. Like, that's burned into my memory. I'm sure for a lot of people out there, when Leitner hit that shot is a scar on their heart somewhere.
UK fan, BBN, as you know, anybody knows, BBN's very passionate fan base, very vocal. They don't care to tell you your opinion. Overall, what's been the response from BBN since it seems to be like you are kind of sharing that same sentiment that we're all feeling? Has it been pretty positive overall?
Overwhelmingly positive. People have been really nice. They comment about how funny they think it is, or they've tagged KSR a couple of times. But they just chime right in and say, like, hey, I love this, or tag one of their friends, or they share it. And that feels great. Knowing that somebody enjoyed something that you made has to be the best feeling in the world.
We got the Hogs coming up, actually, very soon.
Oh.
And it's our next game. And, depending on when this airs.
I'll get to writing.
But in the future, are we going to see like a Coach Cal Hog, something to do with him?
Who let the Hogs in?
Yeah, that's what see how good he is at that?
There we go.
It won't be that one because I said it. But, I'll do one about the Hogs.
Okay. I'm ready for
I'll
that.
work on that tomorrow, actually.
All right. Well,
He's gonna work on it on the way home. Let's be honest.
Ray, it'll probably be written in Notepad by the time I get there.
all
truth be
right.
told.
Let's kick off round 3 with you this time, Chris. And you have a special request from Renee and Warren on this round. And this one is not necessarily about sports, but about your love of fast food and of a particular Kentucky artist who has inspired you in many aspects of your parody writing. Tell us a little bit about the song that you're going to be singing for us today.
This is Roast on the Grindstone. But once I started with my first Tyler Childers parody about Arby's and about roast, I just thought, let's just ride this pony for a while and see how it does.
Now, is Arby's your favorite fast food?
Oh, no, I've not eaten there in a long time. Sorry, Arby's. Their gyros are all right. I do like that they have Coca-Cola products. I genuinely do get disappointed when a restaurant serves Pepsi.
I feel you there.
Yeah, I'm like, no Coke Zero.
Yeah.
I still tip well.
Oh,
but
you
it bothers
like
me.
you like Coke Zero?
Yeah.
You call that Coke, man?
I don't call it Coke, but it's close enough.
Yeah.
This is Roast on the Grindstone. Arby's works like a fool making hot, tasty roast. If you want a snack, it's where you need to go. They got sandwiches, shakes, and some really good deals. Take some roast back to your home for outstanding meals. See, these layers of roast come from big, healthy steers. And there's more to be bought. You can't eat them right here or get cheddar and ham in your automobile. Take some roast back to your home for outstanding meals. Well, Arby's, I'm all dry and need something to drink. Heard you have Coca-Cola. I think Pepsi stinks. It's true. And now my belly and wallet are full from your deals. Take some roast back to your home for outstanding meals. Now keep in mind that their ham's just as good as their burgers. The big beef and cheddars I eat till I burst. It's the best doggone sandwich, I mean this for real. Take some roast back to your home for outstanding meals. Well, Arby's, I'm all dry and need something to drink. Heard you have Coca-Cola. I think Pepsi stinks. Now my belly and wallet are full from your deals. Take some roast back to your home for outstanding meals. Take some roast back to your home. There we go.
Great job.
Arby's is welcome to contact me at any time.
He needs to be a spokesman.
He needs to hire you to open for him.
Arby's.
I'd be happy to.
That'd be funny as
Hear the Bengals growling, lean and angry. Here he comes a prowling, lean and hungry, and offensive brutes run past your boots. And defensively he's rough, tough. Cincinnati Bengals, that's the team we're gonna cheer to victory. Touchdown Bengals, get some points upon that board and win a game for Cincinnati.
And Sami, if I requested songs from you, we would be here all day and night. But tell us what you've picked out for us in round 3, the background and the inspiration.
So, Turf Toe Prison. This is my most popular parody. The inspiration is that the Bengals were just crapping the bed, and we needed a song for it.
And, there's just something funny about a toe either. I mean, of all body parts to hurt or be sore.
Could not stop writing about Joe Burrow's toe. I could not help myself. Many of the songs after he got hurt had a reference to his toe. And, I mean, before they put Flacco in, I don't know what was going on with Browning, but, I mean, he was throwing pick after pick, and, I mean, we're just like, what is happening? We've lost Joe Burrow, and now we can't win, and we're stuck in Turf Toe Prison.
Well, here is Sami with Turf Toe Prison.
Woo!
We can feel the pain a-coming before the game begins. Wish we could remember what it feels like to win. We've been stuck in Turf Toe Prison, and the season's dragging on. And this team just ain't improving. Welcome to the jungle. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, hun, don't you cheer for Cincy, they'll let you down more ways than one. But I bought myself a jersey just to watch them die. When Jake throws an interception, I simply ask God why. We'll be first draft pick. Until then, meet me at the bar. We can drink some bourbon and pour one out for Jamar. You know we saw this coming. We're not a playoff team. But these Bengals keep a-losing, and that's what tortures me. If they could start a-winning, if we could get back 9, maybe we could make it to the Super Bowl this time. But we're stuck in Turf Toe Prison. That's where we're gonna stay. And nothing's gonna take these Houday Blues away.
Cincinnati, Cincinnati, we got a team right here in town, ain't gonna ever let us down. Houday, Houday, Houday think gonna beat them Bengals? They can pass and kick and run, watching them is lots of fun. Houday, Houday, Houday think gonna beat them Bengals?
Sami, that was fantastic. We have another round of great parody presentations from our guests in the studio this afternoon. And Sami Riggs is from Dry Ridge, Kentucky, and Chris Lackey from Richmond, Kentucky. And Sami, I remember a lot of parody-style music being released on social media by Kentucky artists during the time in history 5 years ago that will not be named on this show, right, Adam? And One of the funniest ones that I recall was from Dr. Kevin Holm Hudson, who instead of singing ABBA's titled Dancing Queen, performed You Are in Quarantine. And Principal Keith Greiser from Paris Schools was actually on the news during this time for his parody, entertaining his students of John Bon Jovi's Dead or Alive, singing instead Andy at 5. Who remembers Andy, Governor Andy at 5? So there's some really great ones to look up for. And I have a theory about that, but let me ask you, Sami, and since we asked Chris already, what do you feel parody music does for the sports fan or even the people who are holed up in their backwoods homes with road conditions preventing them from leaving their home and even experiencing misery and angst in our sports team's infatuation over long periods of time?
I think, like Chris said, a lot of it is, you know, most of the parodies we do, there is a comedy aspect to it, and I really do think at the heart of it, we are trying to get a laugh out of people. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, the world, all of the crazy stuff going on in this world, all you want to do is just have that connection to people, and what is the best way, and making someone laugh and making someone feel like they're not alone and how they feel, whether it's about sports, whether it's about Arby's. You know, I mean, that is the greatest connection that you can have. I mean, think about just like being with your friends or your family and you're just laughing and it's just the best feeling, you know? That's what you want to express to people.
Laughter is so good for
Yeah,
the
it's so
soul.
true. I mean, when you share a laugh with somebody, you automatically feel closer to them.
Yes.
So-
It's such an amazing feeling.
Yes.
And now some of my parodies were sad, but that sadness helped people feel that they were not alone in their sadness.
And speaking of a sad song, what do you have coming up next?
So this is to the tune of Landslide.
Which is very descriptive of the season, right?
Oh, yeah.
The Bengals will bring you down.
Here is Sami Riggs with Bengals Will Bring You Down.
Woo!
Hey, at least the Broncos, they whooped our asses, but they went far.
That's right.
Took our hearts and tore them out. Against the Broncos, we look like clowns. And we had no direction on that Colorado field. So Denver beat us down. Oh, Burrow on the side, is there hope for us? Can the tiger in our hearts get a dub? Can we save this season while there's time? Can we throw away our whole offensive line? Oh, I miss Joe. We've been afraid of playing 'cause they built this team around you. We miss your smolder now. Who day is over? Zach Taylor's career is over. Too, we wish. Oh, Zach Taylor's career is over too. Oh, the Bengals will bring you down.
Oh, that was funny. That was so good.
Thank you.
I don't know if you heard us say we wish.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, and in round 4, what do you have for us?
Yes. All right, my last song here is, this one's called The Way I Toss. And kind of like she mentioned, a lot of the success of a parody, I feel like, or I guess I'm learning, is about the zeitgeist. So it's about writing the song about what's on everybody's mind right then. Mm-hmm. And so Morgan Wallen has a song called The Way I Talk, but a couple years ago he threw a chair off a rooftop in Nashville and got arrested for it. And I thought, I can't not write The Way I Toss. It's too obvious. And so I did it, and I'm going to sing it for you guys.
Let's give it up for Chris, The Way I Toss.
All right, here we go. I recently threw a chair off a rooftop and almost hit some Nashville Metro beat cops. Quite a sight, spent the night getting locked up for the way I toss. Horsing round like a Tennessee equestrian, almost killed me an innocent pedestrian. At least you didn't hear me yell the N-word again, just the way I toss. I throw a little bit like Otani, but don't know where it's going. Watch a chair fall through the air like a seat on a Boeing. And man, my ex did it. She married some new kid, and I'm gonna write a hit about her just like Taylor Swift. And oh, why'd I throw something at the po-po? Bombs away, look out below. Man, I drank some schnapps, and that's just the way I toss. Well, it's put your hands behind your back now. fought a chair and it found a new way down. No one got maimed, but they still took me downtown for the way I toss. Y'all, I throw a little bit like Otani, but don't know where it's going. Watch a chair fall through the air like a seat on a Boeing. And man, my ex did it. She married some new kid, and I'm gonna write a hit about it just like Taylor Swift. And oh, why'd I throw something at the po-po? Bombs away, look out below. Man, I drank some schnapps, and that's just the way I toss. Throw like I'm in the pocket, call me Joe Burrow. Kinda sweet that they charge me as a felon. If you know me, I throw a little bit like Otani, but don't know where it's going. Watch a chair fall through the air like a seat on a Boeing. And man, my ex did it. She married some new kid, and I'm gonna write a hit about her just like Taylor Swift. And oh, why'd I throw something at the po-po? Bombs away, look out below. Man, I drank some schnapps, and that's just the way I toss.
Yeah.
Is it too mean?
No, I thought
No.
I like him. I like him.
I like it.
it was good.
He's a wild kid, but he's weathered it.
Chris, because we have more time left on this show, you all have an additional one that's not necessarily a parody, but a song that you wrote. A parody of one of your songs.
Yeah, I'm trying to name this character that does these parodies, but I've got a whole sort of a country Ray Stevens type album that I'm working on, and I've got some song ideas for it, like The Unfair and The Inconvenience Store. Bury Me Face Down. And I've written a song called A Million Ducks. That one's out streaming now. But this song is called I Made You Say It, and it has no bad words in it or inappropriate subject matter whatsoever.
Here is Chris Lackey one more time, everyone.
Woo! Old Farmer Frederick found something in the grass. He picked it up and brushed it off and stuck it in his barn. He put on a straw hat, rolled his sleeves up quick, reached down and took off his belt so he could beat his mule. Out in the pasture, the cattle heard his calls. His wife would sometimes help him when he had to drain his pond. Back in the kitchen, she's in there cooking grits. When he comes home, she'll say hello and then pull out her dishes. Well, this song is awesome, ain't it? I know I made you say it. A big old hit, a pile of gold, so put it on and play it. And those dirty words you thought, well, they was all your fault. That's just your luck. What in the world have all you folks been taught? Well, step it up a little. With no help from his son, who was always slacking off, he hung around his bedroom and was always reading books. So Farmer Frederick plowed the field and cleared out all the rocks. He walked behind the horses and he marveled at their strength. He took them to the stable and took the plow apart. His stomach started hurting and he ripped a big old seam. His daughter named Maria, she had a great idea. She'd fix his jeans and write her dreams down in her diarrhea. Well, this song is awesome, ain't it? I know I made you say it. A big old hit, a pile of gold, so put it on and play it. Well, those dirty words you thought, well, they was all your fault. That's just your luck. What in the world have all you folks been taught? That's just your luck. What in the world have all you folks been taught? Yeah. And if you think there's something wrong with that song, there's something wrong with you. Thank you.
Okay. I didn't think so.
I can't wait to hear the Inconvenience Store.
Yeah, that was Pete's idea. Pete was like, man, it'd be funny if your country persona did a song called The Inconvenience Store. And I was like, That's brilliant.
Well,
Like when they don't have bathrooms, you know.
And then
like,
last night I thought of the unfair, because when you go to the fair, none of those games are fair. And I was like, man, that one ought to be easy enough.
That's
Well,
true.
they have them, but they tell you you can't use them.
Right. And up in Cincinnati, for some reason, they don't. I don't know if it's just because it's a city, but they don't have bathrooms, man. And I don't know if they're just trying to keep people out.
Could be.
know.
LA's like that a lot too.
I don't stop at convenience stores in Cincinnati.
Right.
I stop in
Probably.
Kentucky and then I cross the border.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to end the show there. I want to say a special thank you to Sami Riggs and Chris Lackey for being here today, and to my co-host for this evening, Renee Cobb. We always make such a good team. Folks, we got to get out of here for now, but I will be back same time, same place. You are listening to Off the Cuff with Adam Banks. We release all our new episodes that are aired live on the radio on podcast. You can find us on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can follow me, the host, on social media at The Adam Banks. You can follow the show on social media at Off the Cuff with Adam Banks. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the king of radio, Adam Banks, and this is Off the Cuff. I'll catch you down the road.
See you again.